Got a quick note here, guys, before the video starts. So we've already eaten supper and it turned out so good. So I hope you enjoy the video because it was a good supper. However, whenever Sam and I were looking over the video stuff after filming, we realized that everything was all shaky again. So apparently, those of you that have been watching, I had a previous incident with the other camera, and everything got all shaky with that camera, and we couldn't figure out what the deal was. So I was using this camera, and then it went shaky filming this video. And I thought, oh no. The bright side here. I have done extensive research this evening after getting upset that video was shaky, and I'm sorry guys that it's shaky, but I did extensive research and figured out why. There's a setting, and I do not know how this setting got fiddled with on both cameras. I don't know how it happened, but it did, and I've switched it back. So hopefully this is no longer a problem, but this next video will have a bit of a shake to it. But hopefully this is the last one now that you figured out how to fix it. So, okay. Now the video is officially starting. I got boys cleaning up. They're helping with supper. And in the video, you'll find out why my boys are in here doing all the work without help from other siblings. Here we go. Hey you guys, it's Janice and Becca baby from Ozark Family Homestead. And I've got helpers that are gonna help me with supper tonight.
Me.
Rebecca's gonna help me with supper tonight. So here's the plan. We are going to make some meatloaf.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And broccoli salad.
Yes.
Yes. And potatoes.
Yes.
Yes. Does that sound good? Yes. Okay. I think that's what we're doing for supper tonight. So I'm about to get started on the broccoli salad. And we've got our aprons on because we're going to work hard, right?
Yes.
Yet. She started this thing, instead of saying yes, when she turned 3, it changed to yet. Yet. Don't know why. But we know what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Yet. Okay. So we're going to get started and try to take you guys along with us. Say, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, so for this broccoli salad, I'm starting off by making some homemade mayonnaise. This is a recipe I've made for years now, and I even featured it in another video. It was a day in the life. We had company coming over and I was making a 7-layer salad, and so this is the mayonnaise recipe that I've been using. As far as the eggs go, I try to use the freshest farm eggs that we have available. What are you doing? Are you helping?
Mm-hmm.
No, you drinking your milk? Mm-hmm. So that's the noise in the background. So here's the broccoli I have. It's been sitting in the refrigerator for a couple weeks actually. I got it on sale recently, so it is getting turned into broccoli salad at this point. So I'm going to start off making the mayonnaise, and then we will throw this broccoli salad together. And I'm not sure how much I'm going to actually adhere to this recipe. It came from All Recipes. I really like that website. Lots of really good recipes there. And you want more? You want more milk? More, please.
More, please.
Okay, I'm gonna go get her some milk. All right, so in here I have 2 eggs. I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I've added in my ½ teaspoon of ground mustard seed, a ¼ teaspoon of salt, and an 1/8 teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to whiz this up just a little bit, just give it a bzz, bzz, bzz in my immersion blender. And then I'm going to slowly add in this 2 cups of extra virgin olive oil. Avocado oil would work well with this as well. And it'll whiz up into a thick mayonnaise. Change sound. She's waving to the camera now. look yummy?
Yucky.
It looks yucky. But it tastes yummy. So yeah, good and thick. I'm just going to clean this up and set it all aside to mix up in the salad here in a little bit. All right, Anna and I are going to be working on getting this salad put together. I've already chopped up the red onions and I have put them in the bowl here because poor Anna couldn't stop crying. She said they were bothering her eyes, so we put them in the bowl. She's working on the bacon for me there. This is turkey bacon. This is what our family uses. And I've looked over my recipe. First of all, I'm going to leave out the sugar that it calls for. We're just not going to put that in there. I'll get ready and clean up the heads of broccoli. Of course, we've got the onion. Anna's working on the bacon. I've got some raisins soaking in some hot water just to plump them up a little bit there. And I was going to put walnuts in here because that's really my preference, but this whole pantry challenge thing, we're not officially participating in the pantry challenge this month, but I am trying to go through my freezers and stuff and use things that just need to be gone. We are still doing grocery shopping though, hitting up the good sales, but I did have these in my freezer, these slivered and sliced almonds, and I'm going to put those in there even though I'd rather have walnuts. But for the sake of using up things that need to be used up, that's what we're going to go with. Of course, we've got the mayonnaise and then some red wine vinegar. So we're going to get all of our ingredients prepped and ready to go. Then we can dump them in the bowl and put this in the refrigerator while we get going on the meatloaf. All right, got the salad done. I cut off all these pieces here, and I'm going to throw this in my, I call it the bone bucket, but it's a bag. It used to be a bucket and now it's a bag, and it's where I put all the scraps that can go in my bone broth along with the bones that'll go in there too. So this will go in there, and then we had some things in the compost bucket. So nothing is getting wasted. This is what the salad ended up looking like. I'm going to just stick it in the fridge, let it chill until we're ready to eat supper. Honestly, I don't expect a tremendous amount of this to be eaten tonight because 3 of the children are not here. They are on a sleepover at Grandma and Papa's house, and this will be left over so that when we get back from picking them up tomorrow evening, we can do a quick supper with this as a side dish. So we will eat some of it tonight, but I anticipate most of it will actually be eaten tomorrow. So in the fridge this goes, and I'm going to start on the meatloaf next. She's looking for anime. Do you know where she is? Where's Anna at?
Towel.
Oh, is she in the shower? Okay, she'll be out in a little bit. She's not in the shower?
Yeah.
Did you find her?
No.
No? I don't know where she is, but I need to make meatloaf. Okay? You want to make it with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
You want me to hold you?
One. You already have one.
Oh, that's the oven. It's ready for the meatloaf, and we don't even have it put together yet.
Give me honey.
Huh? No, we're not ready yet. Okay. This is the stuff for making the meatloaf back here. I'm trying to get it all situated so I can just hurry up and throw it all together. You want me to hold you? Here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at that big girl. Okay. So here's the deal with the meatloaf. I throw everything in that glass round Pyrex dish back there, and I just kind of eyeball it. I know those kind of recipes are awful, and I typically do not do those. I like the measure it all out recipes, but this is not one of them. This is an eyeball it. What? You're falling. Oh no. Hang on. There's Anna May. I saw her. I don't know if you guys can hear, it's raining, and it's actually thundering outside. So, and I've got my laundry hanging up back here behind me in front of the wood stove. This is real life, guys. So you get the laundry and everything. So I'm going to get started on putting this meatloaf together, and I'll tell you, I'm making a little bit of changes here. The white rice over here, this is just leftover rice. And I will typically take oats, and I have a coffee grinder, a little electric, and it has a button. It'll just whiz, whiz, whiz. I will take oats and whiz it up in that coffee grinder, and it makes like an oat flour. That's what I usually use. But I have this rice leftover sitting in the fridge, and I'm going to use it up. Now I typically will make 3 pounds of ground beef with our meatloaf, but like I said, we are missing 3 children at grandparents' sleepover tonight, so I'm just doing a 2-pound meatloaf. So it's strange with 3 of them being gone. The way our food system works around here is very drastically changed just with 3 children being gone. So we're eating lots of leftovers, but we finally finished up our leftovers and I have to cook a meal tonight. So that's why we're filming this, is because I'm actually cooking tonight and not eating leftovers. But okay, I'm gonna get started on this. I'll flip the camera around and take you through the ingredients. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these 2 pounds of ground beef, and you can use deer meat or whatever you wanna use. I'm gonna put them in this dish and add 2 eggs to it. These are eggs from our water glassing, from what we had laid by the hens in April. And they've been kept in this bucket here in a lime water solution since then. And I can't open it up with one hand, but I can't open it with one hand, guys, sorry. But it's been preserved in that lime water solution, and I've just rinsed them off, and that's what we're gonna use. So I will mix those 2 together in here. And I am going to add some of this rice just to stretch it. I'm going to season it with salt, pepper, minced onion, garlic powder, and some liquid aminos. And I just use my hands, and I, knead it all together right here in this one dish, so I have less dishes to do. And I'm going to show you all this as I'm filming it here at the end. I put it together in a circular pattern, so there's a well in the middle of it here. And then I take this can of tomato sauce and I spread it all over the top, and it will go down into the middle in that well there as well. Then I will season the top with salt, pepper, and basil. And then we'll pop it in the oven. So let me get started mixing everything up, and I'll bring you back here in just a minute and show you what it looks like so you can actually see what that well in the middle arrangement looks like. All right, I've got all the ingredients put together here, and I just used my hands and folded it in there. And this is the shape that I was talking about with the well in the middle. Anna Mae, can you see? You showing it there to everybody? Anna's my camera woman here. So, and I do this, I feel like it helps the meat to cook faster, and I don't know, and it just works well for me, and I've always done it this way. I don't really know why, but I've always done it this way. And one thing I do want to point out, whenever I do meatloaf, I don't use I use like an 80% or a grass-fed beef to do this, just because I don't like all the fat that comes out of it, so I want to use a very lean meat whenever I do this. So at this point, we're going to pour this on there. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to go around. Anna, why don't you come on in here so everybody can see. I'm just pouring it all around here. I'm going to grab a spoon out of here real quick, Anna. I should have already had that out. Okay. I'm going to grab a spoon there, and I'm going to spread this out. I am going to scrape that can too, you guys. There's some leavings down in there. Okay.
Oh, what's
that in there? It's tomato sauce. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to put some salt on top. This is the Celtic sea salt. I get this from Azure Standard. I buy it in a big 22-pound bag, and I keep a glass jar in the cabinet with a plastic lid. This Celtic sea salt has so much moisture in it that if I put a metal lid on here, it rusts over time. Thank you, baby. You're a good helper. But this is just from a jar of peanut butter. The peanut butter lids will fit a regular mouth mason jar perfectly. So then we're going to put some pepper on there. And the last thing is some basil. And this is basil from our garden that was dehydrated. And I'm just going to do this to try to pulverize it just a little bit there. So there's some purple basil in here and some green basil. So this should taste really good. I'm going to put this in the oven. I've got the oven set at 350 and it says about 45 minutes, but I'm going to check it at 30 minutes just to see, because like I said, I typically do 3 pounds. Tonight we're just doing 2 pounds. So I'm going to check it at 30 minutes and then we'll see from there what we need to do. Does that sound good? Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, we're kind of regrouping here. I've got Sam loading the dishwasher. He emptied it, now he's reloading it. Andrew's scrubbing potatoes for me back there. I had a big stockpile of potatoes out in the root cellar. Just as they've been going on sale, I buy some, and we're going to use some up tonight for some mashed potatoes. So the broccoli salad is in the fridge, just chilling. The meatloaf is in the oven cooking. And I'm going to get going on mashed potatoes. As Andrew cleans them, I'll start chopping them up and we'll get those boiling. I'm thinking about making some green beans, a small batch, since I don't have the whole family here. But I'm thinking some of the younger ones may not like the broccoli salad too much. So I think I might do some green beans too, because we usually have meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans. It just goes together, so it feels weird to not have it. So I'm going to do that too. But I'm going to get going on my part and work alongside the boys here, and I'll touch base with you guys in just a little bit. All right, quick update on everything. I've got the potatoes going here in that little bitty pot. Normally I have a big soup pot full of potatoes, but we're going smaller today. My water is going for my green beans, so I'm just going to do 2 bags. Are you helping with laundry? Well, you go help fold laundry, okay? Okay. And 2 bags of frozen green beans. I'll typically do a little more, but scaling it back. I do save the fat and the drippings from whenever we cook burgers or whatever, roast, whatever. I will save it and keep it in a jar. So to my green beans, I'm going to add the frozen beans plus several big spoons of this fat here at the top just to season it up, as well as some salt, pepper, and some minced onion. And I'm going to let that go in here. What, baby? Almost forgot. Meatloaf is still in the oven. It's just going. Wait until it's cooked all the way through. And we've got some things cleaned up. And now we're going to work on getting this laundry folded up over here. Is it wet outside?
It's raining.
Oh my goodness, guys. Okay.
A little bit
Well,
wet.
the color that the coat is supposed to be
It's
is
right
that. And instead...
I'm going to go ahead, since I'm wet anyway, get a little bit more firewood
Okay.
so we don't have to go back out there.
Okay.
Unless you think of something, other reason to be out there.
Can't think of anything.
Yeah, I'm going to get some
Oh, my
firewood
goodness.
and call it night on this.
All right. All right, guys. I got the mashed potatoes here. They are all boiled up, drained. I've added some butter, a little bit of milk, salt and pepper. I'm going to start smashing them here with the little tater masher, and then I'll probably doctor it up some more. I usually end up adding more milk, more butter, just tweaking it till it is just right. Normally I would have Sarah filming this part here, but she is at Grandma and Papa's house, so we're missing Sarah and David and Abigail this time around. The children go in shifts and spend time at Grandma and Papa's house and just have a good time. So, but since I'm down some children, I'm having to film myself, and this is just not as fun. So I do enjoy having Sarah in here with me, but the other children have helped out a lot. Everybody had to pick up extra jobs to pick up the slack for other children being gone. So I'm going to get some more milk out because this is not at all sufficient, and get this ready to go. The green beans, everything else is ready. It's just the mashed potatoes that we're waiting on. Rebecca just got out of the bathtub, so we'll get her taken care of, and I think Andrew's going outside to feed the dogs because that is typically David's job, and he's not here. So again, we have to make sure all the animals outside are good and nobody's being forgotten because we're missing part of our team here. But I'm going to finish this up, and then I'll bring you back and maybe have everything on a plate or something just to show you what things turned out like. All right, got stuff ready over here. Anna's getting to work, getting the table set. She's had her shower too, so she's going to get cups and forks on the table for us, and I'll just show you everything here. Green beans here, that's how they turned out, and the mashed potatoes are good and creamy. This is what the meatloaf ended up looking like. I did go through after that 30 minutes. Oh, Anna's like, I'm being noisy. You can go ahead and fill it up, baby. It's okay. They know what the noise is in the background. It's Anna doing her jobs. So, but that 30 minutes, that first 30 minutes that I did, then I went through and I cut it into quarters like this just to help it cook a little bit faster. That way, to make sure it is cooked all the way through. And we'll just cut off little hunks like this and pull it out. Let me see. Ah, one-handed. I'm gonna end up making a mess, guys. And this is how it'll go on the plate like that. So one of these little handy spatula doodads is what works really well for that. And then of course the broccoli salad. So I know Shawn and Andrew were really anticipating the salad here tonight. So I went ahead and started up Rebecca's plate so it can be cooling down, and she'll be in here to eat shortly. So I'm just going to keep on making up everybody's plates, and we'll be ready to eat here in no time. All right, Anna's going to start putting plates on the table. This is just the kids' plates for tonight. Just my 4 children. It's just strange not having everybody here, isn't it? Sam's hiding. You can go ahead and get your plates, and we'll fix up Mom and Daddy's, and then we'll be eating. You guys, look at my little empty table. It just seems wrong. By the time you guys see the video, the rest of the children will be back, and all will be right in the world because my family will be all back together again, and they will all be happy that they had a good time with Grandma and Pawpaw. So if you liked today's video, guys, please give me a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed, and please share our channel with others. Let them know that you like to watch Ozark Family Homestead, and they should too. So okay guys, I will see you all on the next video. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching Ozark Family Homestead.